He knows there's food. And there is one, if you look very carefully, there is a dog in that basket of dirty washing over there. But anyway, we're here for groceries. Good morning, happy Friday. I was well under budget again this week. I spent under $130. So last week, what did I spend last week? Like $88 or something. This week, $130. Our budget, look, giving an inflation, our budget's probably realistically sitting at like the 170 mark. It used to be 140. So, my phone, my watch is going off, guys. Okay, cool. Just had to check an important thing then. Yeah, so it's gone up a lot. So for us, 40, 50, 60, 70. Now my camera's going flat. I'm changing battery. That's a lot every week, $30. So for me to bring it back down to under 130, I'm really happy with what I've done. Let me just change my battery. There we go, and we can continue. I'm going to be doing a vlog a day. I'm just wicking up my pants. I'm actually going to be doing a vlog a day come Monday. It's school holidays, and I really want to share for the parents out there how we are going to really enjoy the holidays. We like to go out and do lots of activities, but it can get really expensive, and I'm finding food can be the pinch point. I have spoken recently about when we go out unpacking like little snack boxes and like lunch boxes, even for little Miss as well, just to stop eating food. And I have been really good also now at using my Cinchi pouches. So I've got a range of different sizes, but like this one here, I put cheese and crackers in. So I'm actually eating foods. I've got some different ones for the children as well. Different shapes, and I'm actually getting a much better use out of those ones. I've also got the large ones, but I use them for like baking and freezing. But I'm getting much better at planning meals. So I actually cooked this week. I cooked some really yum, it's banana cake, but I turned it into banana muffins. I actually gave it to my builder and his wife, just a nice way to end the week for them. It's his day off today. But I'm going to share with you every single day. I'm going to vlog. I'm going to tell you what we get up to and what we do, and then the ways that we were able to save money. I think I could actually even be a lot more savvier with some of my shopping. I definitely got into the, I'm going to prove it right now. I got into the habit of just, you know what, I'll buy these. I was getting really tired towards the end of school term, and my freezer's not getting low, but my lunch options were getting low. All I had left were the Hulk pancakes, and I think my son was over them, and I was kind of like, oh, you know what? They're like, what are they? $4, $5, and look how many you get. It's so handy. Let's just grab them and we'll put them in the lunch boxes and we can get through. I mean, if that's like $4 or $5, I made these muffins here. I think I made 6, 12. I made 24 muffins from bananas that were going off and were sitting in my freezer. I used 125 grams of butter. So this is $6, I think. So $3, $1.50. Let's say $1.50 for butter. I used 2 eggs, milk, flour, and sugar. So I think you're looking at under $5, and I made 24 muffins. Fresh from home, not full of a list of ingredients on them, and I got more than double than what's in this container here. So I think the same goes for, I'm talking about more lunch boxes and snacks and that kind of thing today's video. So if it doesn't interest you, probably fast forward a couple of minutes and then I'll get into the grocery haul. But even things like muesli bars and just that convenient stuff, I was getting trapped into it. I'm going to show you. I was stuck in the trap of it. I was buying things like these, and I was buying muesli bars because they're half price and they're handy, but they're actually still really expensive. I make really yummy muesli bars, and I can adapt them with flavors and thicknesses and sizes to suit the lunch boxes. They're freezable, and they are actually so much cheaper. So I'm going to be doing a bit of cooking over the holidays to lead up going back to school. I have found for me, spending a day in the kitchen cooking actually makes me too tired. Let me turn you around for a sec. I actually get too tired doing baking in the kitchen all day. I find baking actually is enjoyable when I'm doing it in smaller batches. So if I was to cook muffins today, muesli bars tomorrow, whole pancakes the next morning, cook extra, like double, triple the batter, and then just chuck it into the freezer, I'm more inclined to cook more. I make my own LCM bars, muesli bars, like bliss balls, like apricot and coconut little balls, muffins. You can do so many different flavored muffins, homemade biscuits. There are heaps of things that are so much cheaper. So if you're a family and you've, like me, noticed my grocery bill, like I said before, it's gone from 140 to 170, and you're just thinking, I can't bring it down any further, I think you might be able to. You're just gonna have to allocate more time. So I'm gonna do weekly vlogging, and I'm gonna show you how I fit that in with activities every day, 2 children, getting up, housework. We've got builders downstairs. I'm spending a lot of time looking over plans and sorting things out, how you can still make it work. You just have to have that dedication that if you're gonna save $30, $50, $60 a week, even if it's $5 a week and you're solo, that adds up to be quite a bit at the end of the month or the end of the year, and that can go towards other bills, electricity, water, paying off your car, petrol. We had to get diesel. Our car's diesel, it was $1.45 the other day. I think I put in like a quarter of a tank just to top me up. I'm like, this is expensive. And then it dropped down a couple of days later. So everything's gone up. Imagine groceries. My groceries have gone up $30. Petrol, power, everything's just going up and up and up. That's a lot of money that maybe we haven't allocated, literally can't afford, haven't budgeted for. I do have my budget planner. I think it's $2.99 on my website. A lot of people have said it is so good to physically see everything written down. Sorry, got cut off. Are we below budget? Are we over budget? I think it's really, really handy. And I think the past couple of weeks, I can really see how much inflation is changing our budget. We've had to really change our budget, and we've had to stop things. If we can't afford certain things, we've had to make the call to say, we don't want to spend the money on that. We'd rather put it towards having more groceries, or pay the electricity bill, or pay our insurance annually because you get a discount, and then paying it monthly and that sort of thing. So anyway, that's my little piece this morning. Stay tuned if you're a parent, or if you're just someone who's like, I buy so much convenient food, as in not takeaway, as in packaged convenient food. I'm gonna do a lot of videoing next week, every single day, Monday probably through till Saturday, maybe Sunday, so like a full 5, 6, 7 days. And I'm hoping to cook and do some stuff throughout the week that's going to give you guys tips on really how to hit the budget when it comes to groceries. Talking of groceries, let's have a look. Now, I've gotten 4 lots of milk this week because it is school holidays. My kids are gonna have milkshakes, and we're gonna do more cooking and baking, and I'm probably gonna need more coffee. So I got 4, okay? Chicken was on sale this week, so I think this was like $1 something off per kilo. So $4 a kilo is actually really a good price point for a piece of protein. Now, this whole chicken I will roast however I want. Maybe I'll do rosemary, maybe I'll do like a celery salt, or maybe I'll even do like a chili one, or just a lemon garlic chicken, who knows. I can pick what I want. I can cut this in half or butterfly it and portion it up and do half one flavor, half the other flavor. Maybe I'll roast the chicken whole. A real simple dinner. Chuck it in the oven with some potatoes, some broccoli. I've got onions and sweet potato down there, and I have a pumpkin sitting there from last week. So perfect for roasting for the week. And then it's not just $4 a kilo. I'm actually going to make a chicken stock. I think I'll actually do it in one of the weekly vlogs. I literally get the carcass, the bones of the chicken. So we're going to devour this chicken. Every little bit of chicken left over, I'm going to pick off, and the dog's going to have it. And then with the bones, I'm going to make a chicken stock. So you can make chicken soup. My soup doesn't use chicken stock, but if you're not using bones, if you're gonna buy like chicken breast, or you've got other like chicken mince or something, you can make your own chicken stock using the bones, and you can use it to flavor other foods as well. It's great to do like your homemade chicken gravies and that kind of thing, so I might share that with you there. Spread, because I'm literally out this morning. I was scraping the bottom of the container to get some spread. I usually have a backup. We've just gone through a lot because we're having a lot of toast and toasted sandwiches and breads and soups for dinner and that kind of thing, which is fine. That just caught me a bit off guard today. Butter, because I plan to do quite a bit of baking this week, as I've just said, so I needed some butter. I grabbed some ham. I love ham, cheese, tomato sandwiches. My daughter loves cheese sandwiches. My son is really into spreads. Peanut, or not so much peanut butter, but Nutella, Vegemite, jam, honey, which is all fine. I'm just trying to stretch his palate at the moment, and I know chicken and ham, particularly ham, can have a lot of hormones in it, but I would like him to just, you know, see if we can do like a ham cheese sandwich, and maybe once a week for school we can do ham cheese sandwiches instead of every single day Vegemite. He's a very simple when it comes to food. He loves consistency, but I got this one here, and this is the one that I actually really enjoy, the Milano loin ham. Not the cheapest, but it is very tasty. Eggs, because baking, cat food, because we have a cat. Now, I've actually found, I've mentioned it before, I found it cheaper just to buy cat food. I make the dog food. The dog food has actually been one of those little tiny game changers. So in here, I've got dog food in here. Actually, I need to take one out because we just emptied the last of it down there last night. So in, oh, I knew that was going to happen, sorry. So in here, I've got rice, chicken mince, and home brand mixed veggies. And then this week, Little Miss, I'm sorry if this just turns you off. I hate sardines, but whatever. This is sardines. So she gets one of those put into her dinners, and then we have a week where we don't have it, and then we do have it. So I've got a very small, I need to organize this cupboard. I've got a very small stash of sardines. There we go. So every other week I'll open up like a tin of sardines, and that will go into her dinners, just for omega-3 and that kind of thing. And it has definitely made a difference to the price that we're spending on dog food and just her overall health. She is getting old, but I'm noticing the food's really helping. Our cat is really fussy with cat food. I did try and give him, from what I looked up online, a similar recipe, and he kind of turned his nose up. And when these go on sale, I just stock up. These are his favorite. This is all he tends to go to. The other fancy stuff, he kind of like shrugs off, or it takes him ages to eat. So some you win, some you lose. Whiskers, it's just the win for the cat. Cheese, because we're getting low. Cheese alone, that's usually $8. I paid $8.90. It's gone up 90 cents for one item. If you add up every single item I have purchased today, you can see where the extra out of $130 up to $170 comes for our groceries anyway. Strawberries are a treat. We're going out to do quite a few activities on the holidays, and I don't want to be buying food. I don't mind the odd, you know what, go get a milkshake or a hot chocolate or have an ice cream. But if my kids are hungry, I want to have fruit available for them. Rockmelon is so young at the moment. Watermelon, Little Miss loves pears. I've got mandarins, oranges, and I've got apples down there for my son. My kids love these. I want these eaten more than having to spend money going out. I have bought, these are expensive. They were $7 on their own, but in seasonal fruit is really cheap at the moment. So it's about getting the balance, I think, as well. Crackers, again, bit of cheese, bit of crackers in one of those little cinchy pouches, or a Ziploc bag or a container, whatever, saves me buying something at the shops or buying it pre-made like this here. They are not cheap, guys, and they are full of anti-caking agents for the cheese and all sorts. I mean, I've only had a couple of them, but they're not ideal. Cut some cheese up, put some crackers in a container, maybe some ham, maybe some tomatoes, and when you're hungry, sit down and have a little snack. Our container cupboard needs work, but it's really not been a focus of mine lately. But I've actually got, these are really good containers my mum purchased. Oh, if I can find the right one. That's not the right one, but it's a little steel container like that there, and these lids here that click on and like, I'm going to do my floors are, and seal it. So that is the brand there. It's, oh, you can't see. That's not very clever, is it, of me? It's called Smash. I need to put it on a surface to see if I can bring it up for you. Can you see that? It's called Smash. Oh, there you go, on the side there. That's the brand of it, and they're fantastic. It's got like a little air hole, a little breather valve on there. Doesn't leak, doesn't spill. They're perfect for traveling, that sort of thing. So I've got a bunch of those that are just handy. I can put crackers in one, cheese in one. I can put dried nuts in one. I can cut up a little something and put it in there. Or I just use these here, which for me, I find takes up less room in my bag. Because once it's empty, that's all I'm dealing with. I'm not carrying containers around. So I think these are great. So we're going to go to the zoo next week. I'm carrying a backpack around with 2 children and water bottles all day. This is going to lighten my load compared to a container. But simple things like that are going to save me money. My favorite cordials were on sale, but I'm a bit confused. I need to check my order and my receipt. It was 2 for something. I've either stuffed up and ordered 3, or they've given me an extra 1. This one is my favorite, the Peached Iced Teas, the Bickford's brand cordial. They're like a syrup. It says flavored cordial there, but they are like a syrup. You don't need a lot of it. But in summer, I love this one with, so the Peached Iced Tea syrup, coconut water, fresh mint from the garden, or if you buy it, and then some soda water, and it is a really refreshing drink. If you want to go on a more alcoholic in the afternoon cocktails, what's the coconut flavored alcohol liquid I'm trying to think of right now? Not Midori. No, Midori's green. I can't think of the one. Malibu. Is it Malibu? I'm not too sure. The coconut flavored alcohol. Take the coconut water out and put that in with it. It's really nice. And then I just love the black currant. Thank goodness, because I have now 2 of them. Don't know how that happened, but anyway. Crackers. Look, you can make your own crackers, but I do try and shop the sales with those there. I think it's more the biscuits and the muffins that actually get quite expensive. And I do find sticking to more of the plain, less bougie crackers help keep the price point down as well. Raw sugar, I've had that on my list for a while because I'm literally, that is all I have left in the raw sugar. And the kids do have a bit of raw sugar on their porridge in the morning, and I do have 1 sugar in my coffee, so we were getting low on them. Potatoes for the week. 2 loaves of bread. Now, school holidays, I got extra milk. I do need extra bread. But what I'm going to do to save a couple of dollars, because if I save a couple of dollars here and over here, and then over here, and then on my power and my, it adds up, whatever. These are $4 a loaf. I'm going to go into Coles before I pick the kids up from school and buy the Coles bakery loaf for $2.50. These freeze really, really well. They make great sandwiches and toast really well. The Coles bakery fresh ones, I find if you freeze the bread, it doesn't freeze as well as these here. So these 2 are going to go into the freezer. I'm going to pick a fresh loaf up today. For the next day or 2, we'll eat it. Whatever's left will go into the fridge and we'll consume it. And then we'll work our way through these ones here. I just find the Coles bakery ones and the Woolies ones as well, when they freeze, they go quite hard. And when you try and toast them or defrost them, I just don't think they come out as good as these ones here. But $4, $8, I don't want to spend $12 on bread. I can get something for $2.50, and over the weekend we will eat probably quite a lot of it. Did I mention bananas? Haven't had broccoli for ages because we couldn't get it at my local, so we got those. I'm out of carrots because the past couple of nights, if you look at my board, on the stew, the pumpkin soup, the chicken soup, the sausage and veg, we've gone through a lot. And I actually made a big thing of stews up the other week. Oh, where are they all? Down here. So I've got stews and they are full of veggies for the week. I'm going to do some food planning, dinner prep with you guys this week as well. Tomato and cucumber. So for under $130, I'm really happy with what I have gotten. But I've only got a roast chicken. So let me grab a tea towel. I just have to work with my messy kitchen. I don't even have my lights turned on at the moment. And we are going to do let's talk through what we're going to do for dinners this week. Now, I need to keep it realistic as well. lights on, because it's school holidays and I don't have this expectation of me cooking. You know, our routine is quite relaxed. We're gonna have a bonfire at our neighbor's house. The kids are gonna come home late and all they're gonna want is toasted sandwiches. So I'm not gonna put a very strong structure up here, but what I would like to do is put a couple of things so I know I can make leftovers out of them. So either the kids want to eat dinner, I can reheat something, or I can at least reheat something that's for me and the kids can have like toast if they're just too tired. So I am going to cook that roast chicken, because you know, you always have leftovers when you have a roast chicken. And then if the kids want leftovers from that, I can do like chicken cheese toasted sandwiches. I can do the 2-minute noodles. I've got a couple up there still, and put some chicken through with it as well, which I think would be quite good. Down in my freezer here, I just saw, I'm doing this literally, I haven't planned this, sausages, and these, I bought these ages ago. They were on like clearance. They're flavored chicken kebabs. Never buy them, but they were on clearance for like a ridiculous amount, so I grabbed those there. So we're going to do, we have this almost every week, but it's more than fine. So we're going to do sausage. I'm going to change it and do sausage and bread. So, you know, grated cheese, onion, mustard sauces, bread. What kids love, my kids love bunning sausages. So if I do sausage and bread for dinner, and then the next night I'll have leftover sausages, we can either do that again, or I can cook up some veggies or something like that there. So that's giving me leftovers, that's giving me leftovers. And then I've got those chicken, I'm gonna just say chicken on stick. So whether I cook them as a chicken kebab or I pull the chicken off and cook them and then we do like rice. So like deconstruct the chicken on the skewers and then cook up some rice and then some veggies and cook it on top that way. So I've got a couple of options with that. There's quite a few in that bag, so that should give me some leftovers to have. I think I'm gonna give myself one more meal, because leftovers, and we're probably going to have toasted sandwiches. There is one night we're actually going to go out, so we will be having dinner out. But just to keep the fridge and freezer turning over, that is a stew. Let's do that. I just saw down the bottom there, chips. Actually, you know what? For lunch on the weekend, we're going to do hot chip sandwiches and maybe some meat pies. So we'll do one more here, which is already in the freezer, pre-made. I love my past self. Stew and mash. There you go. And then this is just all going to be leftovers. I'm very aware on how school holidays work now. I know there needs to be a lot more flexibility to it, because the first school holidays, I was like, we'll be right, we'll be out all the time. We don't need to be cooking up and eating all that food. I had to go do like a mid-week grocery shop because we were almost out of food completely. But that is my grocery haul for today. Pretty simple, but I got plenty of meals out of it. You can still see I've got a great freezer. So again, I done the promo. Spend $250, save 20, spend $250, save 20, spend $150, save 10. I've done that for quite a few weeks, but I'm really well stocked. Everything you've seen today, I didn't need to buy the coils, but I did. Everything you've seen today is pretty much dairy that we consume and goes out of date, or fruit and veg that is perishable. I haven't really stocked up on toilet paper, nappies. I've got plenty of meat in the freezer, so I don't need to go out and buy any of that stuff there. So although I had some really high weeks with the groceries, I'm bringing it right back down. If you are not good at budgeting, that can be a real challenge to do, because you lose focus on, I've spent big, and you think it can be really hard to bring it back down. My suggestion for that is go through your fridge, freezer, and pantry first and find things that you have got. Make a list of things, make some dinner ideas, and then shop the sales when you go to Coles, Woolies, Aldi's, IGA, your local fruit barn, and that kind of thing there. I've actually found a local fruit guy, and I want to give him a go over the holidays and just see what his produce is like from a quality and a price point. Again, trying to find those little hidden $1 or $2 here and there really adds up, considering a loaf of bread is costing me $4 at the moment, and we literally go through half a loaf a day some days. So on the weekends, my son, excuse me, I'm not really over this morning, my son the other day had 4 boiled eggs, so 4 egg soldiers, and 3 pieces of toast for breakfast. Morning tea was huge. Lunch was a sandwich. That's 5 pieces of bread, and then for dinner we had soup, and he wanted a big bowl of pumpkin soup and I think 2 lots of bread there. So that's just him. He had 7 pieces of bread. And then my husband has a huge appetite. Then little Miss loves cheese sandwiches. And then I felt like a toasted cheese and tomato sandwich. A whole lot can go in a day in our family. It is winter and some people are like, that's too much bread to eat. We are active, we are fine, we like bread, it's okay. It's just getting really expensive. So if I can save $1 here or there and it's convenient within what I identify as being convenient, I'll do it. So stay tuned. But yes, weekly, daily vlogs coming for a week. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the grocery haul. I hope you were doing okay with your budget and savings and being able to buy food. Those that are finding the pinch of inflation getting a little bit too tight, there are definitely resources out there. I think it was the Lighthouse is like a second store and they give away produce. I'd love to know, wherever you are, whether it's Australia or international, like overseas, if you've got these great little charities, whether it's the local church or a place that takes like seconds foods and donates them or sells them, or a really great bargain place where you can get fruit really cheap, share it, because maybe then the person that watches this is in your area and will read the comment and think, I just needed to see that comment right now, and you could potentially save a person or a family a little bit of money by sharing a tip that you maybe have learnt from someone else on where to get some cheaper produce from. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have a very busy day planned. I need to get my butt into gear and get going, so I'm out. We'll talk soon. Bye. By you. So hold me tight.